Greetings, this is Star Illumination. It's Thursday, 12th of October, 2023. I'm doing a very short series for all 12 signs regarding the Libra new moon eclipse. Okay, it's just coming up. I put some other content out there too, but this is for each sign. Okay, so let's just dive right in, okay? So we're going to start, I guess we should just start with Libra, over here. How about that? So what does this look like? It happens for Libra. The way I do my astrodoodles in astrology, we're putting the first house as the house of self. So for all the other signs, it's the same thing. It's all going to be the first house is whatever sign you are, because that's going to be representing you, your identity in the simplest form. Well, the way I do astrology, okay? Some other astrologers do the same thing. So in this case, the Libra new moon eclipse is right there in your first house, okay? So when you think of eclipses, it's like an evolutionary gateway. We move in, we are forced to evolve and grow, and then we are expelled out the other side, and things are eclipsed. Eclipsed means like something is like, let me see if I can do a visual. Here's the eclipse. Time moves on. Something just disappeared, didn't it? Something was basically eclipsed. What's that going to be for you, Libras? So when you think of your new moon eclipse, it's regarding your selfhood, your identity. Like it's sort of correlated with the planet Mars and the sign Aries, the house of self. So we're looking at the subjects. These are like keywords. Self and selfhood. What does that mean to you? Self-sovereignty. Are you in full ownership of you, or are you owned and controlled by another, something other than you? What is your identity? Is your identity some kind of conditioning thing, or is it your truth? Who are you really, as opposed to what you think you've been conditioned to be, or what you see in the mirror, or the way you were educated or trained or raised or conditioned? Who are you really inside? Looking in the mirror of self without the seventh house reference. There's the seventh house reference, okay? And the seventh house here represents the North Node in Aries. So it's an indication that it's very, very important that you prioritize the self and get yourself as most integrated as possible before you integrate with another or others. Otherwise, you're ending up in the default situation of redundant relationship dynamics that no longer serve you, and that are, in fact, in some cases, very unhealthy, okay? So with the eclipse, you can't go back. You have to evolve. Some people don't like that, so they're going to resist, and that's just going to make their life more painful. Are you being true to yourself? Are you lying to yourself? Do you have any integrity at all? You might find out. We're going to also, you have to look at the Libra South Node, which we just discussed here. What are you releasing of yourself that is no longer viable, no longer acceptable? What is redundant about you and your relationships, especially your relationship with yourself? In other words, looking in the mirror without a reference point from a significant other at all. In other words, the terrifying reality that you are who you are, no matter at the very depths of your soul, even though there might be layers of masks and conditioning and the way you were raised and educated that might form like an imprint that is not really you. So it's very much about time to discover what is really you, and with any, don't take it personally, but the eclipse could easily rip away anything that gets in the way from you being you. I hope some of that helped you. I hope you get something out of those notes. I don't mean to scare you, dear Libras, but anyway, all the best. If you want to check in and get personal, dive into it, offer donations and things like that, You can go to terraillumination.com. You can go to the donate page. You can book a reading. You can connect with me. Thank you very much. All right. Enjoy, everybody.